Hi, I'm Senora Przygoda, and welcome to Spanish. Spanish here is a year-long course. Students have Spanish every single day. In Spanish class, we kind of focus on the four main categories of speaking, reading, listening, and writing. So students will be exposed to that from day one all the way until the end of the school year. Just a couple of things about how to reach me in class. So my extension is 5313. Best way to reach me is through email, mprigoda@miltonps.org. Usually I can get back to you within 24 hours, or you can send a note with your child. For class, students are required to bring in their textbook every single day. We usually use it between 5 and 10 minutes, beginning of class, maybe at the end of class if we have an activity. They're also required to have a separate Spanish binder. In the class expectations, which I hope you picked up in front of the classroom and saw earlier in the school year, has everything that they need in their binder, 5 sections. I usually do weekly binder checks just to kind of make sure students have everything inside of the binder that they need. At the end of the term, I kind of add up their binder checks and count that as a quiz grade. Concerning absences, if a student is absent, they can come in the next day, and usually on the sideboard near the windows there is a folder they can look at. They can grab their absent work, and it is their responsibility to get it and return it to me within 1 or 2 days, depending on how long they've been absent. A couple of things about how students are graded in class. So I follow the grading policy of the Foreign Language Department at Milton High School. So if you look on the last page of your class expectations, you'll notice that quizzes are usually 25% of their grade. We usually have a quiz once every week or once every 2 weeks, usually towards the latter part of the week on Friday. Quizzes are short. They usually take about half a period, and it's just kind of vocab, grammar. The end of every term, I do drop their lowest quiz grade. So if they had too many quizzes one day or they didn't get a chance to study, they'll have their lowest quiz grade dropped. The next category are tests and compositions, which are 40%. We usually have a test at the end of every chapter. The test is a little bit longer, so it usually takes the kids a whole class period to complete. And tests will cover the listening, the speaking, the writing, and the reading section. For projects, we usually have one project every term, one big project, and we have a lot of different smaller projects throughout the term. Usually we'll start them in class, and they'll have to finish them up for homework. I usually do give homework every single day. It is 20% of their grade, but homework shouldn't take somebody longer than 10-15 minutes at the most. So if your child is taking longer than 10 or 15 minutes on Spanish homework, just write me a note, let me know what the problem is, and we can go over it. I usually don't collect and grade homework every single day because we do go over it in class together. I want the students to see how they did, and if they made any mistakes, how they can fix it for next time. So kind of grading homework, check, plus, check minus, or 0. And I do drop 2 missing homework assignments every day. So if a student left their homework at home or in their locker, they're not allowed to get it during class, and they're not allowed to bring it at the end of the day for credit, just because we can go over it in class. But I do drop 2 missing homework assignments every term. The last kind of big portion is participation. Because it's a foreign language class and participation is huge. It's 15% of their grade. And participation I kind of count in a variety of ways. Coming to class prepared, having something to write with, asking questions in class, volunteering to go up to the board, asking questions after class if they're unsure, or if they don't want to talk out loud in front of the whole classroom. So that's about it for me. I hope you had a chance to sign in when you came into the classroom, and if you have any questions, feel free to email me. Thank you.